Hey, what's going on? Kyle Wilson here, and welcome to another Ecomi and VeVe video. And this video we'll be talking about the Omi price. All right, let's see what it's doing. Is it going to go to $10? Is it going to go to $1? Is it going to go to 1 cent before the end of the year? All right, we'll be talking a little bit about this in this video, so let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, first things first, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you get subscribed to one of the OG original YouTubers here on YouTube, streaming Ecomi and VeVe content and other NFT content as well. So if you like NFTs, make sure you sub to the channel. Alright, so we're on the charts here. We are taking a look at the Omi token price, alright? As a matter of fact, you guys can't really see it, so I'm going to turn off my camera here so you guys can actually see what's going on the price behind me. All right, so this is exactly what I actually predicted and told a group that I am in, that basically what was going to happen. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of zoom in. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so this previous high is what I like to look at. I like to look at previous highs. And so what happened here is you can see it almost reached this previous high and then it broke down. All right, so I kind of look for that type of stuff and that type of behavior. And when it starts reaching those previous highs, I like to look very closely at the chart, and I keep a hawk's eye kind of view. And daily, I check the chart essentially quite a bit when it starts looking and these patterns start to form, where whether it's a twin tower or a cup and handle pattern. And the cup and handle pattern is one of my favorites just because it could go to the next level. All right, so I was looking at this right here, this previous high, which was at about 0.0049 essentially. All right, we round up, it's 0.0049. Okay, and I told that group basically what I was looking for is exactly what happened. So let me go ahead and show you guys the receipts here. So right there, I was pointing at the previous high, and I actually drew a red line at the 0.0049 level. And I pointed at the current price before it actually touched, and I was looking, hey, this could actually hit that 0.0049 level, and we could expect a small pullback. And this is exactly what has happened. And why, you may ask? It's because I've traded crypto and stocks and a lot of different other types of things. But in this video, we're talking about Omi tokens. So this pattern is pretty much just a textbook pattern or basically what happens when you hit these previous all-time highs. What happens? It just typically either bounces off or it can break through to the next level. It can happen very quickly depending on the amount of different factors. All right, how many wallet holders there are, how many token holders there are, how many people, how much hype is going on. So you want to take a look at the fundamentals as well, and the news, what's kind of powering behind the scenes. Right, we have Immutable X just around the corner. We have Open Seas around the corner. Prices on the VeVe app, the NFTs on the VeVe app are also starting to spike up. So what does this tell me? This tells me that I was expecting this pullback because previous all-time high. All right, that's just an area of kind of resistance. Okay, if it does pull back, then I start to look, is this a cup and handle pattern? Could this actually break back through to the 0.0049 level and smash through? Because if it does, it is on the way for usually on a cup and handle, at least a small breakout, if not a parabolic breakout. I like to look for those because things like this can happen. All right, where it goes up, breaks, and breaks through that previous all-time high and then goes to the next level. And it really doesn't matter what you believe, what you think. It just is what happens typically with a cup and handle pattern, which is why I look for them. I love them. Actually, when projects break down like this, I look for a consolidation point. I look for things to go sideways. I look for volume to dry up. And I've been telling you guys this day one. I love to talk about technical analysis because I understand technical analysis, but I also understand fundamentals, guys. I have proof that can back up some of the stuff I'm talking about. I literally have a TradingView account where I showed people Dogecoin before it even broke a penny. And I showed people AMC as well before it even broke through like $4 and it went parabolic. Okay, so I look for things that are about to go parabolic, and I'm very good at finding stuff like that. As a matter of fact, you can go back in the time machine and take a look at the previous videos before it even broke through this level down here. And then I said imminent breakout again. And guess what happened? Imminent breakout. So I not only look for the breakout, but I also look for on the back end consolidation, and I look for patterns just like this. Okay. Literally, I have the receipts and I showed you guys the receipts. All right. Look at this 30-minute chart. I said there may be a small pullback. Somebody asked me if I was going to buy more Omi. I literally pointed at the 30-minute chart because I was expecting a little bit more of a pullback. And, you know, looking at this chart, you can clearly see that there was a little bit of a pullback. I said it pumped already, and I may look at it to see what happens. Okay. Now, if we get closer back to this 0.0049 level, I may be looking to scoop a little bit more up if it does indeed break out, because that is a confirmed breakout. But I may, if this breaks down further, I'll look up just picking up a nice little bag and preparing for the long run. You know, if it does go below that, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine with DCAing, because this literally holds very, very well. All right. When it gets too low, a lot of people like to buy back in. And then obviously there was a lot of news around this time when this pumped. And then, you know, when you're seeing it just consolidate, move sideways, I like that. I like to see lower volume. You know, if you're day trading this thing, you're probably having a good time because you can see some of these patterns. For me, I'm not day trading or swing trading. I'm just literally investing, and I actually don't recommend you swing or day trade, because most people do not want to hear this, but only 5% of traders are actually successful. So a lot of people, you know, that are pretending that they're great at trading, probably not so much. So don't take financial advice from anybody, including myself. Seek a financial advisor, and you want to do your due diligence and things like that. So just be sure you know what you're doing and what you're looking for. I don't recommend day trading. I don't recommend swing trading. That's why I'm so invested in this project, is because I actually believe in it, and I believe in the long-term strategy. And the tokens are burning like crazy, guys. With every single drop, you know, millions of Omi are burnt. Okay, so I don't even know the actual total number, but it's a lot just from this year, and it will continue. All right, there's going to be a lot of pressure as time moves on, that it's going to create a lot of pressure on the token being at a low price, that eventually a lot of people are just going to say this token's very, very, very undervalued. And obviously it is right now, but people just need to get educated that A, that this is deflation, or B, that there's like a ton of Omi locked up forever, and B, there's not the actual number reflected on like CoinGecko and you know, coin track, whatever, coin, you know, marketcap.com technically are not like, you basically have to do your research on all of this, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have, and have came to the same conclusion that I have, that this is an undervalued project, right? All right, in rant. Now, moving on. So it looks like it's so as this comes back around, it is looking like it's about to hit off of a moving average, but we'll keep an eye on this, guys. I want to do this video because I wanted to be like, yo, I told you so, but B, I'm looking for something to happen. All right. As you guys know, I like to do videos around when things are about to happen, or I have a B situation going on where, you know, I'm telling you guys, A, it could break out, or B, you know, look for a breakdown. That's fine too, because you can pick up more Omi, and that's an opportunity for you anyways. All right. So, and yes, I'm wearing my VeVe shirt because the Omi King is back, baby. And I'm talking about the Omi token itself. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about Jake Gagan. I'm not talking about Reese. I'm not talking about Dan. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about the Omi token, baby. It's starting to look good, and I'm liking it. All right. And if it breaks out, I'm totally cool with that too, guys. And just as another bit of news, there is a drop tomorrow. Depending on when you're watching this video, it's the 7th, and then we have another drop after that as well this week. So make sure you guys get your gems loaded on the app, okay? Do your due diligence. Get ready for the drop tomorrow, because it's going to be big. There's some more historical drops. A lot of Omi is going to continue to get burnt. Things are going to escalate, especially if they drop a Star Trek, which is obviously has been expected for so long. And if it does happen within the next week or two, you could see one of the largest fandoms in the world of Star Trek be introduced into the VeVe community, and you guys will absolutely see collecting like it hasn't been seen before on the VeVe app. All right, we have Spider-Man, but now if we have Spider-Man and a Star Trek, things are starting to gonna look crazy. All right, the users are gonna start increasing, the collectibles are going to start going up in price, especially when we hit an open sea. All right, now MTL on the short term could definitely be an opportunity for people to go ahead and buy a dip of some of these NFTs if people decide to cash out. I don't know if that's going to be you. I don't know if that's definitely not going to be me, because I'll be looking for some sweet deals if that does happen, if the MTL drops first. And you know, there will be some opportunities there that we may see. Okay, so that is pretty much it, guys. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you guys need to hear more clarification on MTL, the money transmitter license, all that stuff, what that means, or something like that, drop it in the comments below. If you want to know more Omi technical analysis and things like that, you let me know too. Also, guys, we have a lot of exciting news. Let me know what you think about Star Trek. Is it coming? Is Hello K right? What do we know about it? I don't know, but let me know in the comments below if you think it is coming. And as always, guys, are we on the road to $10 Omi, guys? I don't really know. All I can say is that would take a very, very long time, just if you just do the fundamentals. All right. And I watched Daniel Lee's video, I watched Cavell's video, both really good guys, both really passionate about what they do. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm focused on like 1 cent Omi. I'm focused on $1 Omi. You know what I mean? I'm focused on what that short term / midterm is. That long term, man, that's a long term. All right, $10. You know, if I'm just like, you know, let's get to 1 cent, baby. You know, that's my mindset right now. And $1 obviously would be amazing, because that would be a 1-to-1 ratio, right? From Omi to, you know, a US dollar, that would be a 1-to-1 ratio. So that would also be pretty epic. A lot of things have to happen before that, just a $1. Okay, so $10, that sounds super bullish, super, you know, I don't even know if I can wrap my brain around that, but that would be obviously amazing. But there's a lot of mathematics that actually have to work first. You know, they have to introduce like the tokenomics fully, and they would have to, in my opinion, introduce more burning types of activity in app or whatever, or on the desktop app, whatever, right? There has to be some kind of major thing that just continually burns and churns Omi, whether that be a game, whether that be the VeVeverse, whether that be, you know, something in app or secondary market with Omi only, with more things that will help burn off Omi token. That has to happen. The mathematics have to make sense for us to get past $1 and beyond. You know, I would love $10 Omi, don't get me wrong, but there has to be a lot of things in place before that would happen. You know, I look at companies like Amazon and the Googles and things like that, and the Apples. You have to look at their actual common stock. You have to look at, you know, how much is available, what had happened, what had transpired. I can tell you they don't have billions and billions of stock, right? It's completely different. So with that being said, you know, companies, you know, in crypto, they have announced new things, new types of burning, new types of this, new types of that. So it's definitely not off the table. But it just has to be, it has to make all sense. That's why you don't see me doing lots of videos like that, is because for me, pretty much, I like to do black and white mostly. Like I definitely see vision, and I know where things are going, and I'm very good at calling things out before they happen. But I have to see, basically, it has to make sense for me to do a video on it. If like the numbers make sense, the math makes sense, and the, you know, the token supply, everything, circuit, it all has to make sense, right? So that's why you don't see me doing a ton of videos, because I have to see things fall in place a little bit more. But on the short term, you know, like I said, before most YouTubers even existed on Omi and Ecomi, that you know, 1 or 5 cents, I think that was the original prediction me and Johnny Dunn did back in the day. Even, you know, that was a long time ago, and so a lot of people are saying that now again in the year, and I still agree with that. I think we can definitely look at it. We're almost like halfway to 1 cent, baby. Come on, let's go. So 1 to 5 cents, you know, that would be epic. 10 cents, I think, is maybe a little too much we're asking for. I think a lot of stuff would have to happen just for that. For 10 cents, that would be absolutely crazy. And then we have to, like, hopefully, you know, the whales don't mess and jack around with the prices, because they want to buy cheap Omi. They too want to keep accumulating Omi. and they are very good at what they do. So you have to watch out for that too. So there isn't just this nice and easy, steady rise to where we want to go, right? It's going to be, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but it's going to be us watching the chart, making educated and wise decisions. Like I said, I don't recommend day or swing trading. I just recommend investing very intelligently, investing very smart, and extracting everything you can. You know, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. You don't listen to me or anybody. Technically, listen to your own financial advisor. This is just entertainment only, all right? I want to end that rant with subscribe to the channel if you like this video. That was a lot in a mouthful, but I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the pattern I enjoy a lot, so we'll see what happens. Even is starting to turn green a little bit as we're shooting this video. We'll see what happens, guys. Maybe I'll pick up some more during this video or after I publish this video, but I'll be taking a look at the charts once again very closely, okay? And I encourage you to do the same depending on what your strategy is. But with that being said, guys, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see you guys at the blockchain and in the next video. Peace.